So we are in a Gator X, a JB Gator X. This van actually belongs to one of our neighbours' parents. Interestingly, these guys met one of our other clients on the road when they were travelling recently, who also had a Gator X, who had an upgrade done to. So these Gator X's actually come reasonably well kitted out from the perspective of electrical gear. Everything's mounted underneath the bed. So they do come with a pre-assembled Enerdrive board, which is great because I can pretty much rely on the fact that the pre-assembled Enerdrive boards are going to be up to scratch in terms of build quality. Plus the equipment's excellent, so we know that's a great starting point. So this build actually had already in it a 240 volt charger, a DCDC charger. Somebody else had a go at adding solar regulator to this. So it had a Victron MPPT already in it, and it also had two 200 amp hour BTECs. So yes, this is compliant to the standard because these batteries were installed in this van prior to the date of the change of requirements, the standard for 3001. So although they aren't enclosed in a box, they still comply because we haven't done anything with those batteries. So that's all good. What we have done though is we've completely rehashed the rest of the system. So these guys actually used to struggle a little bit for recharge when they were off grid, and also since somebody else had a go at installing a new solar regulator, they also commented that they were no longer able to charge through the DC-DC charger from the vehicle. So what we've basically done is given them, we've completely redone the solar on the roof. That's probably the biggest change. So they did have, I think it was three 180 watt solar panels on the roof. And we've now given them 1,000 watts of solar. So 4 200 watt panels and 2 100 watt panels, which fills this little caravan's roof. So there is no more space on this roof. So they've got a caravan which is pre-installed. So that literally is everything. We've had to delete the TV antenna, and we have used that space for solar panels. So down here underneath the underneath the bed, as you can see, we've completely redone the whole charging system. So interestingly, quite often what we do see, sorry, I should probably backtrack a little bit. This van originally from factory came with a 2,000 watt inverter. These guys had it upgraded to a 2,600 watt inverter. But the cabling hadn't been replaced to increase the cable size for the new inverter size. So we have done that for them. That's been increased to the appropriate size for that particular inverter. Now what we've got is the 800 watts of solar going down through the 50 solar regulator, and the 200 watts of solar going down through the existing 30. The DC-DC charger, we've completely recabled that, so we've run a new run out to the front. Not 100% sure on what was going on previously, so we've just completely rehashed that, redone it, and sent a new cable out the front. And the other probably big change that we've done to this van is given them Cymarine. So this van had, gauges for tanks, which are these little things, these little guys. So we've taken those out. It also only had an ePro battery monitor, so the ePro's been removed, and we've given them Cymarine. So with Cymarine, as always, we give them the ability to monitor the solar We obviously monitor the loads. We monitor the portable solar, which is the DCDC, and the car. And obviously, as well, we give them the ability to monitor tanks. So that has all been completely redone for them. What we've found as well, so we're in summertime now here where we live, and it's not been super hot, but it's, been quite humid. And I probably finished this van a week ago. So what I've done is I parked this in the yard, and I've left the air conditioner running. So this is a Dometic Ibis 4. Now, reasonably efficient air conditioner. It is a small caravan, so that's probably one point to keep note of. This is a really big air conditioner for this size van, so that makes it a little bit more efficient. But it's been super cloudy here. We've had rainy days. We've had, probably 3 days out of the 7 of rain, and this system has been running this air conditioner pretty much for a week, solid, without fail.
So overnight?
Overnight as well. I've just left it running, just been leaving it running. Bearing in mind, as I keep saying, this air conditioner is really efficient when it gets set to night mode. So I've set it to 22 degrees. Probably maximum temperatures we see down here are about 29, 30 degrees at the moment. So not a big delta, but it just goes to show. So this system will generate about 65 amps of recharge from the sun when it's good sun, so when the sun comes out from behind clouds. So yeah, we definitely have given this a really good workout. The lowest I think I've seen the battery get down to is about 40%, and then from there it just recharges even whilst running the air conditioner all day. So that's a really nice outcome for these guys. They're never ever going to struggle for power. If you can run your air conditioner 24/7 for a week in the early parts of summer, your system's going to keep up no matter what you do. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So as I say, we've rehashed that area. This was a bit of a mess after somebody else had a go at doing an upgrade to this. So usual sort of situation. Delete what we don't need, tidy it all up, make it neat and tidy for the owner so that it's nice and obvious where everything is, and
most importantly, make it actually work.
And yeah, make it actually work. That's probably the key thing. So yeah, this is probably the second or maybe the third Gator X that we've done now. As I say, they're pretty good from the perspective of roof layout. The gear that comes in them is pretty good to start off with. So they're a good one to upgrade from the perspective of we know what we're going to do, we know how we're going to do it, and we know the outcome that we're going to get for the customer at the end of the day. All right, we'll leave it there. Cheers, guys. See you in the next one.